Superheroes aren't the only ones who have to make tough choices. Yes, I'm talking about you, because I know how hard it is to decide what titles make the cut every Wednesday. That's why today I'm going to give you my top picks out of the just-released November solicitations. So while the intro plays, you might want to get a pen and paper ready.
Watching the Watcher, then you best have an excuse, 'cause the Watcher is always watching you. Jimmy Woo, Giant Man, Emma Frost, Ant-Man, Bucky Bird, Bucky Cap, Doctor Strange, Black Cat, Change.
Everybody loves coming attractions, and it looks like we've got a lot to look forward to in November. So without further ado, here are the top 5 titles I'm the most excited to pick up. Number 1, Avenging Spider-Man #1. Why? 2 words. Joe Madureira. X-Men fans, you need no introduction to this artist, as his run on that title is legendary. Now he's on an all-new team-up title where he'll get the chance to draw characters from across the Marvel Universe as they team up with everybody's favorite web-slinger. That's going at the top of my stack. Number 2, Uncanny XMen #1. This iconic title relaunches as Cyclops forges on without Wolverine. Questions abound, but you can bet that Cyclops will continue to do what he feels is best. Everyone else be damned. Speaking of that, what the hell is going on in Astonishing X-Men #44? Looks like Greg Pak is starting his run on the title with a big, wet, sloppy kiss that he assures us is in continuity. I know Storm is rocking the mohawk again and a skin-tight suit that glistens with a pretty cool lightning effect, but Cyclops, dude, you're gonna get a reputation. Number 3, Avengers #19. Speaking of costumes, I do believe Hawkeye is sporting a new look. Do we have the upcoming Avengers movie to thank for his sleek new duds? Either way, it's nice for us female readers to get some new eye candy as well. Looking good, Clint. And it looks like he's completing the new ensemble with some new teammates, Black Panther and Vision. Ah yes, everything is better with robots. This is all part of Shattered Heroes, the next big Marvel event, where everyone must pick up the pieces after Fear itself. The healing begins with Fear itself 7.1 Captain America, 7.2 Thor, and 7.3 Iron Man, where you can bet the road to recovery will be a rocky one. Number 4, New Avengers #18. He's back, baby! Everyone's favorite evil power broker has assembled his Dark Avengers once more, and the world will never be the same again. Again! Hey, when Brian Michael Bendis writes Norman Osborn, this is one supervillain you want to start monologuing. Can the Sentry be far behind? I so did enjoy seeing Osborn as Robert Reynolds' crazy anonymous sponsor. And finally, number 5, Fantastic Four #600. Jonathan Hickman's FF is so popular, they're getting 2 titles. That's right, starting in November, you can pick up both FF and Fantastic Four, which returns with its 600th issue to celebrate Marvel's first family's 50th anniversary. This special issue features 96 pages of original content, plus some surprises I'm not at liberty to discuss. So, those are my top 5 picks, but if you want to make your own list, check out the link in the video description for the entire November solicits. I'm here in Stephen Wacker's office, who is having a great month with the relaunch of Daredevil. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been very exciting. Issue 2 goes on sale this week, and the launch has been incredibly well received. It was one of the top 10 books of the month, and we're all very excited about the new Daredevil run.
Well, you did something special with it too, which is why we're here today.
Yeah, on issue 1, I was looking for different ways to promote the book, and I was talking with Mark Waid, the writer, and we had the idea to do a audio version of the book. Daredevil's always had, rightfully so, as odd as this will sound, a large contingent of seeing impaired readers. We get letters from people all the time who have people read the book to them.
Wow.
And I thought, boy, wouldn't that be a cool thing to do for this first issue? So we just got a few editors together and some of the recording staff here, and we did a quickie audio version of the book. And Mark was nice enough to supply his panel description and narration to sort of help set the stage visually for each page. And then a bunch of us just gave voices to the characters.
Which ones did you voice?
I'm a couple background voices.
Oh, that's great.
I do an intro, but some of the editors here, Jordan White and Tom Brennan and Ellie Pyle, and it's sort of extracurricular work for everybody.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy thing to do, and I don't know that the production values are incredibly high. Like
Well-
it's not a radio play. Like you don't hear doors creaking open, but you can understand the story and the tone of the book.
Well, it's very nice. I took a listen to it today. It's up live right now on Marvel.com. You can download it for free, which is
Awesome.
great. And it's really well done. And that's just as you said, radio plays. It's wonderful for readers, fans of Daredevil who can't read the book, but also if you want to experience comic book in a different way.
Yeah.
It's very cool. It is like listening to an old-time radio
Yeah.
play.
Technology is such now that we have so many options for what we can do with our comics. Marvel is building an extensive library of moving comics. What we did with the Astonishing X-Men,
yeah.
motion comics, excuse me. The recent Thor one that we did. And now trying something like this with the audio, like the things you can do with the sort of ingredients of a comic book is growing because the technology is growing. But it all starts with the comics. Comics are the most awesome.
Yes, definitely. It's great ways for you to experience a story you've always loved, right? And so let's take a listen.
I ran a full background on Jabrani. He's not hiding anything except his lousy luck with finding representation.
Panel 2. Ever the acrobat, Daredevil bounces off a lamppost.
So what makes a Muslim shop owner dangerous in a trial setting? Is he a target of some sort?
Panel 3. As he bounds onto a rooftop, his radar sense detects a silhouetted figure half hiding on an adjoining rooftop, observing him. The figure is holding a canister-firing gun.
And now it's time for Tricerastack, my top 3 picks of the comics hitting stands this coming Wednesday, August 24th. First up, you are not going to want to miss Ultimate Comics Ultimates #1, written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Asad Ribic. This title is about to kick into high gear, with storylines ripped from today's headlines, as well as classic Marvel characters making their ultimate debuts, not to mention the introduction of all new characters unique to the Ultimate Universe. Make sure you're there from day one. Next, Uncanny X-Force #13, written by Rick Remender with art by Mark Brooks, is a must-read for all X-Men fans. Torn up by the deaths of Jean Grey and Nightcrawler? Well, so is Logan. So imagine how he must feel when he finds both of them alive in the age of apocalypse. Too bad a healing factor doesn't work on emotions. And also keep an eye out for New Mutants #30, written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning with art by David LaFuente. She might be the new leader of her team, but Danny Moonstar also moonlights as a Valkyrie. Time to punch the clock. Welcome to a new segment called Marvel Fantasy, which will alternate with graphic debate. Today's task, put together your own X-Men team. With Schism building to an epic divide that will create a Cyclops team and a Wolverine team, one has to wonder who they'd like to see on their own team. Here's my lineup. Colossus and Armor as the powerhouses, Wolverine to complete the fastball special, Franklin Richards because it's time he joined his people, and Magic because every team needs a teleporter and some attitude. Every team also needs a telepath, and I'm going to go old school with Professor Xavier. Cyclops wasn't the first X-Man, it was Chuck. Who'd be on your team? I've included a link to the X-Men section of the Marvel.com wiki in the video description, so take a look and then write your team roster in the comments down below. And that's this week's The Watcher. I'm Grace Randolph for Marvel, Your Universe.
Marvel, your universe.